And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wrong. 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 Wrong.
Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Naeem Hines. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's locked. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 44 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. This is Scarborough. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Locke. This pass caught with the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. That throw good for 4. Defensively, you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Colts getting ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind him. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now a first down throw. Lock. Caught left side by Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Mariota on 1st down. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A 1st down carry for Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Luck now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Scarborough. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Shedding defenders at the 15. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Luck now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Block on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Mariota now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that. So
here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Love. And incomplete here on 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. The final shot before the break. Lock. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he is going to lose yardage here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota gives to Henry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mariota now. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Benny Logan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Following the interception here, Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the gun, Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing is Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, here's Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This one from 46 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a two-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to... Give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive with a grab with Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Now a first down throw. Luck finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Luck. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
11.
Out of the gun, Luck. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off of play action. Luck. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Luck. That is being complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run again with Hines. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time, maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Terrell Basham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Mariota now on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and it's 3rd down.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And the Colts coming out now. They can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Luck now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota to throw. And incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off here, the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.